Pilkington. At center, number 9, Max Cross. At right wing, number 2, James Greenstein. On defense, number 7, Ben Bonka. His defensive partner, number 19, Ben Swayze. And starting in goal, number 31, Finn Lazo. And the rest of your Beavers. And now the starting lineup for your Hopedale Raiders. At forward, number 10, Josh Calzarrini. At forward, number 18, Ricky Nascoli. At forward, number 20, Michael McGrath. On defense, number 13, Noah Smith. His defensive partner, number 26, Ben Sharpen. And starting in goal, number 30, Hunter Lefender. And the rest of your Blue Raiders. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you kindly please remove your caps and draw your attention to the American flag hanging here our Irving scoreboard as we honor America with the playing of our national anthems.
Good evening and welcome inside the Blackstone Valley Iceplex as Milford TV is proud to bring you coverage of Milford High School athletics. This is Patrick Garapy on the call with you tonight as the Blackstone Valley Tech Beavers and Hopedale-Milford Blue Raiders face off in a league matchup here at the Iceplex. Tonight's action, as always, is presented by the Rail Trail Flatbread Company, a casual American dining experience specializing in all scratch-made kitchen featuring wood-fired flatbreads, an inviting atmosphere for the whole family to enjoy. Also sponsoring tonight's broadcast is Rentschler Biopharma. Rentschler Biopharma is a global contract development and manufacturing organization specializing in biopharmaceuticals and advanced therapies. We take pride in contributing to nearly 25% of FDA-approved biopharmaceuticals in 2023. Rentschler Biopharma, reliability you can trust. And lastly, also tonight's game being sponsored by Unibank, Big Bank Know-How, Community Bank Attitude. About 40 seconds into play here. Two teams just feeling each other out here. BVT in possession, passing the puck on the near side wall. It's number 17, Charlie Gagan, lost control of the puck. Now back the other way for the Raiders. They dump it in deep behind the net. Far side dug out by BVT and out of the zone. Collected here in the neutral zone by the defense. Now turned back up the other way by Max Greenstein, or Jake Greenstein. Apologies. Puck covered up by the goaltender. Off the draw, taken by BVT, chipped to the corner by the Raiders, sent around the boards by Noah Smith, or rather, check that. That was Hank Richards there. Now BVT still in control in the near corner. Played back to the bumper. In deep behind the net, puck trying to center out front, but the net comes off dislodged. Behind goaltender Hunter Latondra. Both teams will get a line change here. Almost a couple minutes into the first period. These two teams had met back on December 29th with the Raiders pulling out a narrow 4-3 decision. Puck in the neutral zone here. Dumped in on goal. Nailed by BVT. And chipped out of the zone. Collected there by Nashawati. Nashawati lost control of the puck. Here comes BVT with a chance. Backhander. That one looks like it might have gone wide of the net, or Latondra got a piece of it. Kept in at the blue line here. Jacob McDonald doing some work. Taken back. A big collision. McDonald involved in that there. Now taken back by the Raiders. On the side, quick one-timer attempt there is met and dealt with. Off the stick of Balzerini, icing here. Of course, in net tonight for BVT. Number 31, Finn Lazo. Face-off comes to his left right now. Off the draw, won by the Raiders, back to the defense. Shot on, glove down, and settled down for his team by Lazo. Back out to the neutral zone where it's taken now by Ben Swayze. Turned over, in on the forecheck, trying to find a man out front, unable to find him. Digging in now, number 6, Caleb Falconer. Unable to create a chance though, and back the other way comes BVT. Dumping in deep. In and around on the near side boards. Kept alive by Swayze. Chance out front, met by Latondra. Nice save there with the pad. Unable to keep it in is BVT here. And Swayze has to retreat back to his own end to get it. Strong contingent here from what I imagine is both schools. Chance out front, whiffed on. Near miss there for Gendron. This puck sent down the length of the ice for an icing call with 11:30 to go here in the first period. Scoreless still. Offensive zone draw for the Raiders. Push back to the D, but taken by BVT. On the left side, good stick there by the defense. Turned around for the Raiders and dumped in by Balzerini. Mike McGrath in pursuit of that. Now Nashawati on the near side, chips it back behind the net, turned over. And the Beavers are able to clear the zone here. Vance Garvin back to retrieve for the Raiders, plays on the near side boards. Back down low for Garvin, lets it go on through to Noah Smith, his D partner. Now return to Garvin. Try and go up the near wall, looking for Balzerini. Can't corral it, taken back there by Valenza. Nashawati into the offensive zone, rips one wide on the glove side low. Raiders with it here, it's Falconer. Falconer can't maintain possession though, taken back by Ethan Lamoureux. Lamoureux plays it up a man. currently on the far side boards here in the neutral zone. Recollected by the Raiders, dumped back, taken by Greenstein. Greenstein just plays it right up through the neutral zone where the puck can be taken by the Raiders. Puck off a stick here, bounces right back to the defense. BVT dumps it in. Max Pilkington going into the corner against Falconer. Now behind the net. Out the corner, looking for a little bit of help at the blue line. Not able to find it. Thrown toward the net and cleared. Back behind it by number 17, Griffin Paquette. This is Noah Smith on the far side, winding up out of his zone. Lost control of the puck, and we could have an odd man. Nope, it's going to be a one-on-one, and now some support from the Raiders coming back to help out the D. Chipped up but not out. Shot fired wide. Now another shot thrown toward the net. We have our first goal of the game. Max Pilkington throws one in through traffic. BVT takes the 1-0 lead. Or check that out, it was Charlie Gagnon. So there might have been a tip in there. A seeing eye shot that found its way behind Latondra. And gives the technically visiting BVT Beavers the 1-0 advantage here in the first period. So exactly the start that you want if you're the Beavers. Right now they find themselves pinned in their own zone. Puck taken back and chipped out. Now a race for the puck there. Richards able to win it. Quick turnaround, just sprayed right down the ice. It's going to be wide of the net. That'll be icing call. 8:46 to go in the first period. And a good student section here tonight for BVT. Off the draw. Easy stop from Latondra right into the chest. Another face-off won by BVT. Quick shot on. Stopped. Now kept in on the far side. Cycled to the defense. Another shot. That one goes high over the shoulder on the near side. Now down low, a center attempt goes right through the crease. Little backhand pass, too much to handle for Nashawati. Nashawati dogging his man, Ben Swayze, but Swayze able to clear the puck. Now dump back in behind Lazo. Pass to the neutral zone, carried up there by number 5, Trey Brodeur. Brodeur behind the net, bearing down. Puck picked up by Nathan Lucy. Lucy on the far side tries to dish it off, but it's taken back by the Raiders. Pushed up now. Shot gets deflected off the stick of Falconer. Kept alive at the blue line, at least for the moment, by Vance Garvin. Or rather, check that. That'd be number 22, Jeffrey Corbin. One-on-three attempt here. Snatched with the glove by Lazo. Quick little shot from the Raiders. Testing the BVT netminder. He's been sharp so far this period, though. Face off in the near side. Big hit there by number 4, Jake Greenstein, laying out one of the Raiders. Now chasing back is Paquette for the Raiders, and will be an icing call here, so the draw will come back down to the right of Lazo. Ashawati to take the draw for the Raiders. He wins it back. Shot from the point. Finds its way through, saved by Lazo as he gobbles that one up off the stick of Noah Smith. Smith, one of the alternate captains for this year's squad. Ashawati can't win the draw, but still gets to control the puck. Shoots one just wide. Lazo now trying to get out. Kept in temporarily by Garvin until Jameis Greenstein able to get it out. Now Max Kraus working in the corner. Kraus found Greenstein, but unable to handle it. Now a one-on-one situation here. Shot goes off a stick and goes wide of Lazo. Garvin unable to keep it in. They sneak it by him. It's Pilkington behind the defense. Still being challenged though there by Noah Smith, playing safety. Smith behind the net, digging for it, gets up to Ashawati. Ashawati puts it past his man McGrath. And racing back for it is Swayze. He's being challenged by Balzerini. Swayze able to get it on out of the zone, taken back by the Raiders in their D zone. We're at center ice now. Dumped it from behind the line, and they will not call an icing call. Now on the far side, number 10, Jake McDonald. A little chip by Lucas Richard, but sent back into the Raider zone by BVT. Now a centering attempt goes off the stick a little bit behind, trying to collect and send back to Swayze. Swayze can't keep it in, chipped out. Charlie Gagan being pressured, now taken back by Richard. Richard in front off the pad, trying to stuff it home. Now Griffin Paquette by himself, takes the puck back, plays up the near side of Falconer. Falconer lost control while taking a hit. Shot on goes wide by number 11, not on my roster today, unfortunately. Shot through traffic. Might have gotten blocked by a body, inevitably covered up by Latondra. With just over 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Again, your score 1-0 BVT. On a goal by Charlie Gagan. Greenstein at the point, whistles one off near by the far side post. Garvin around the net. Play back down low. Jameis Greenstein behind the net. Now at the side, right out in front. Stopped by Latondra on a point blank chance. That looked to be Jameis Greenstein there right on the doorstep, collecting that free puck. Face off one by the Beavers. D, thrown toward the net, off the stick, into the corner, now played around the boards. And chipped out by the Raiders. In pursuit, number 20, Mike McGrath. Taken back by the Beavers into the offensive zone. Now back behind the net. Wrapped around, try and keep it in as Jake Greenstein. He cannot do it. Trey Brodeur back in his own end to collect the puck. Pressure by Ashawati, dishes off to Pilkington. Pilkington dances around a man, now goes inside out. Shot over the shoulder and the post, or crossbar, I should say. Raiders having some trouble generating chances here in the first period. Kept alive by BVT. Now in to get it is Brodeur. Wrapped around the far side, kept in by the defense. Back and forth they go. Whipped down low now by Jacob McDonald. Trying to go hard off the glass, and able to is Hank Richards. BVT back in their own end. Quick exit though. chip attempt to get by the defense, unsuccessful from Van Richard. Now chipped in by Jeffrey Corbin. Corbin behind the net trying to provide some pressure for the Raiders. But BVT able to escape this one right out. Good stick there by the defense from Hank Richards. Now it's Corbin, 1-on-4 at the moment, looking for any help. No one's there, 1-on-5. Puck now back out at center ice. Controlled by the Raiders. Pass intercepted, sent back in by BVT. Richard hard off the ball, the wall to reverse. Paquette behind the net, in some trouble, being attacked by two BVT players, but Raiders able to get it out of the zone on the far side of the wall. Big hit there delivered. Garvin, D. Smith knocks down his man, goes on the offensive. Puck still out here at center ice. Bodies being thrown around here. That was Ben Valenza trying to knock down Smith, unable to. And this puck twists just to the left of Latondra, picked up by the defense and sent out of the zone, recollected there by BVT, who quickly sends it right back in. Garvin, D to Smith. Smith trying to find McGrath. McGrath couldn't control it though. Puck's bouncing, picked up here. McGrath has a man with him. Shot there, stopped by Lazo with the glove. Quick reflexes, another one thrown in wide on the blocker side. Re-picked up there. Oh, and just getting a toe on it was Lazo off the chance from Mike McGrath. A quick little swivel shot thrown toward the near side post. Might have had some other goaltenders fooled, but Lazo staying sharp, keeping the pad down and pinned to that post. Clock ticking down toward 1 minute to play here in the first period. Again, 1-0 your score on the goal by Charlie Gagan for BVT. They have really controlled the pace of this game to this point. Smith loses control. Might be an odd man breakdown here. Shot on, save by Latondra. Rebound gets pushed wide. Smith throws a shoulder into a man and then dumps it into the netting with 38 or so seconds to go. Lost a couple extra ticks on the clock here. We'll see if that gets put back on there. Face off one by BVT. Shot on, deflected. That one goes just wide on the glove side of Latondra. McGrath trying to fight to get it out here. Unable to. Kept alive. Steered to the corner by Latondra. Under 15 to go now. Shot goes off the chest of Latondra. Again, continuing to get peppered with shots. 5 seconds left. Quick one. That one rings off the post from a sharp angle. And that will do it for play here in the first period. BVT inches away from a 2-0 lead, but instead they'll have to settle for just a single goal margin as they take the 1-0 lead into the locker room here at the end of the first period. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more second period action just after this here on Milford TV. Welcome back inside the Blackstone Valley Iceplex. Again, Patrick Garapi here on the call with you tonight, bringing you the action between the Raiders and the Beavers of BVT. Milford TV happy to be here again. This broadcast tonight is being sponsored, or presented by, I should say, the Rail Trail Flatbread Company, a casual American dining experience, specializing in an all-scratch-made kitchen featuring wood-fired flatbreads. This broadcast is also sponsored by Rentschler Biopharma. It's Together with our partners, we transform innovative ideas into life-saving biopharmaceuticals. And we're also being sponsored by Unibank. Check them out at their 91 Prospect Street location here in Milford, right inside the Shaw's Plaza. Play now underway here in the second. Raiders going from left to right, and play whistled down here with them in possession in their defensive zone. And face-off's got to come just outside of the defensive zone here. On the far side of the ice, Nashawati wins it back. Smith gets a chip by him. Shot goes wide on the near side off the stick of Maximus Pilkington. Hard hit there by number 9, Max Kraus. Pilkington and Kraus, both captains of this year's teams for BVT. Skated up by Smith. He lost control of the puck and taken back now by Kraus. DDD goes BVT, now chipped in by Jameis Greenstein. Backhanded back toward the Raiders zone. Shot in, handled by the blocker of Lazo. Another shot off the pad. That one looks like it might have gone wide anyway. Now taken back by BVT. Number 11, Drew Shanahan, leaves off a shot there. Swallowed up by the glove of Latondra. That one coming off the stick of Ethan Lamoureux. Lamoureux to take this draw here. Wins it. Richard in the near corner, turns over Shanahan, coming to the near side post. And that one is fought off by Latondra. Puck still on the near side corner, floated out back into the BVT zone where it's chipped back by Greenstein. Jake Greenstein, that is. Muffs a pass, collects the puck, and gets it back into the neutral zone. Now dumped in on the blocker side into the corner of Latondra. Shanahan on the forecheck. Trying to keep it alive is Jacob McDonald. Now skated back by Max Kraus. Gotten in deep. Richard plays it over for Griffin Paquette. Paquette loses control, so Richard looks to take it back. Thrown up the near side wall to number 22. Jeffrey Corbin there, but he was able to really control that puck. Now another one unable to be controlled by Pilkington. Smith reverses on the wall. Played along the near side where McGrath will go in pursuit of the puck. D goes BVT. Up into the neutral zone. Now taken back by Smith. Smith ready for a body check, but lost control of the puck. Nashawati picks it up in the corner. Nashawati trying to find Balzerini. Puck a little too hot and too high to handle. Goes behind the net. Forecheck from Balzerini forces a turnover. Now McGrath behind the net. McGrath trying to find a man out front. Has Garvin at the point. A shot met. Another shot wound in wide by Smith. Nashawati in support of Garvin, but puck taken back by BVT. Thrown down on ice by Kraus. Doesn't find a man, so that's icing. Still just a 1-0 game here. Charlie Gagan with the marker in the first period has been the only one to this point. Now for the face-off to Caleb Falconer. Falconer can't win it though. Picked up by the Beavers. Shanahan trying to dance toward the middle. Shanahan finding an opening, takes a shot. That one got stopped and hit the back glass. Now off the net, picked up by the Raiders. And if they can hurry, was going to say they might have an odd man rush, but BVT did a good job on the back check, filling out those numbers. Richard, soft little flip up to Falconer. Falconer takes a big hit there. BVT bringing the hammer tonight. Paquette has it chipped past him. He goes behind the net. He lays a big hit himself, and he's going to get whistled. Could be an interference call, I'm not sure. So Paquette to the box now. And the first power play of the night goes to BVT. Put up 2 minutes on the man advantage for the Beavers. This puck sent around the boards and now the zone. Collected behind the net by Valenza. Crowd starting to pick it up now on the Hopedale side. Behind the net is Kraus. Now D. Shot on by Pilkington. Crowd getting loud here. BVT still in possession on the far side wall. Shot through traffic. Still loose down low. That one squirts to the near side boards. Picked up by the Raiders and sent down ice. Lazo handles it. Tricky one. That one ends up going behind him. Thankfully not into his own net. Off the carom. Beavers trying to wind up through center ice. Lose control of the puck. Good check there by McGrath. Now picked up by the defense. Shanahan off the pass from Kraus. Kraus into support. Raiders trying to get another clear. They get it. This one escapes out to the neutral zone where it's collected by the Beavers. Quickly back in on the far side. Puck left for Shanahan, who gives it right back to James Greenstein, and then cleared by the Raiders. Lazo handles with just over 20 seconds to go on this man advantage. Pilkington. Serpentine through the defense. Now behind Latondra's net. Puck squeaks through. Latondra able to quickly cover up. Crowd making noise. On the Hopedale side here. Two strong contingents for both schools in the student department here tonight. Quick change as Trey Brodeur comes off the ice. And on comes Jack Plord. At the point, quick shot. That one goes off the toe of Latondra. Now behind the net, trying to center out front, but unable to, was Plord. Chased back down by McDonald. McDonald takes a hit there from Jeffrey Corbin. Now picked up by the Beavers. Smith takes back for the Raiders. Smith strong on the puck. Quick shot goes wide on the glove side. Richard trying to throw it back in deep, goes off a body and out of play. So face off. We'll see if it remains in the offensive zone for the Raiders. Offensive zone face-off to the right of Lazo. Nashawati on it. The draw for the Raiders. Can't win it. Puck squirts to the near side. Picked up by Greenstein. Flipped out. Paquette. Fresh off his visit to the sin bin. Now back on the ice. A big hit there. Hank Richards. Paquette banks off the wall, picked up here by McGrath. Could have numbers if he hurries. McGrath has a man with him, finds him, shot! Gets blocked down by a stick, good stick there. That one might have gone off of the defense. Thomas Bailey. Bailey quick back in with a rocket. And taken back by the Raiders. Bad pass in the skates of McGrath. He's unable to handle it. Now picked up by Nashawati. Leaves from McGrath. McGrath on the near side. Flips to the far corner. And there is Balzerini. Balzerini into the corner for Nashawati. Squirts loose for Smith. A shot. That one gets deflected. Another chance goes off the pad. Soft chance from McGrath. He winds it in deep. Greenstein trying to get it out. Now BBT able to. Deke there from Noah Smith. Smith tries to fire one in. It goes off of a shin pad and wound in deep to Lazo off the stick of Balzerini. Fresh lines here. Lucas Richard now in the corner. Falconer out there with him. Chance from the slot, misses wide. One of the best chances you've seen all night. That one there for Balzerini. Balzerini hanging in the slot now, shifting down low in the corner. Twirls it out front, unable to get his man. Falconer trying a quick turnaround shot. Now Smith's shot deflects off a body and into the crowd here with 6:14 to go in the second period. And still just a 1-0 game. Falconer take the draw here for the Raiders in the offensive zone. He wins it. Shot by Richards goes off the apron of the net. Corbin trying to get possession. Now Richards again loses control at the blue line. He recovers, gets it back down low. That could have been a disaster. Far side attempt. Off a stick, pops into the air and collected on the near side by number 25, Thomas Bailey. Bailey shot. A little bit extracurricular activity, a little hit there. Falconer coming back, and now both players are going to get sent off. Falconer beside himself. Bailey also joining in the box, so 4-on-4 play here with 5:47 to go in the middle frame. Face-off coming to the left of Latondra. Latondra, just a freshman. So, the beginning of a young career here for the netminder. As this puck goes over the crossbar, off the draw. Nashawati behind the net, collects the puck, tries to go hard off the boards and gets it out past the reach of Ben Valenza. BBC right back into the zone, thrown off of Latondra's stick into the corner. Nashawati trying to pin against the boards. Clearing attempt intercepted right in the slot. Puck's loose and thrown to the corner. A huge hit on the near side between Smith and Valenza. Starting to get physical here as BBT just took a penalty. So big opportunity here for the Raiders as they go on a man advantage. Hooking the call. Against Jake Greenstein. Just under 5 minutes to go. And the first power play of the night for the Raiders. Balzerini, puck at his feet. Now back to Smith. Smith holds, dumps it in deep. Balzerini on the bumper. Goes cross ice to Nashawati. Nashawati retreats a little bit, throws back across the ice to Balzerini, who just missed. He pulled the trigger on a one-timer attempt, but looked like the puck hopped over his stick. Would have been a golden opportunity. Now Balzerini chips up to McGrath. McGrath winds into the zone. Far side, McGrath, a shot. Whistles wide on the near side post, over the glove. Balzerini trying to find a man cutting, gets intercepted by the BVT defense and sent out down the rink. Just about halfway through this power play in a 1-0 game, which BVT has the advantage. Balzerini strong on the puck. A shot goes off the outside of the net. Still battling. Takes a big hit. Nashawati picks it up behind the net. Nashawati over to McGrath. Long shift for these players here. Down low to Paquette. Paquette reverses to Nashawati. Nashawati cross ice to Balzerini. Misfired on the attempt at trying that same play. Nearly had Lazo beat. But the score remains. Winding up back up ice. Carrying across the red line is Smith. Smith gets it in deep but loses control, and the Beavers dump it right back down. Just 10 seconds remaining on the kill. And just over 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Near side, it's Bullock. Bullock trying to find Nathan Whiteman. Picked up by BVT, now lost. Smith with it, backhands it in deep. Corbin chasing the puck, going after McDonald as well. Picked up by Greenstein. Greenstein in a 1-on-2, trying to find an angle to shoot. Goes off a stick. McDonald down low, chance. Latondra a little bit out of his net, gets resettled. Back to the defense, shot on, goes wide. Backhanded low, picked up by the Raiders. Richards dumps him down low. Valenza backhands around Nashawati, able to meet it there. Kraus picked up and sent to Pilkington. Pilkington 1-on-1, trying to deke, lost control of the puck. Picked up by Whiteman. Whiteman being pressured, he sends it into the neutral zone, where BVT can control. Toss to the defense, but an errant pass goes wide. McDonald forced to reverse. Back to McDonald here. Pilkington. Kept alive by McDonald. Thrown it deep by Lamoureux. Smith on the puck retrieval. Pushes it further up the boards, but cut off there by BVT. Puck winds around deep. Lamoureux. Back to McDonald. Balzerini can't get to that one, kept in by the D. And we have a delayed penalty here being called on the Raiders. Quick shot, scores! A seeing eye shot from McDonald. BVT takes a 2-0 lead on the delayed penalty. Seemed to catch Latondra just a little bit off center. Good chunk of the net to shoot at. Jacob McDonald finds his mark. So the Beavers double their lead to 2-0 with just over a minute to go here in the second period. Some barbs being exchanged between the two fan bases. Now under a minute to go. Back in the Raiders zone. Looks like we may have a penalty coming up here as puck gets touched. And it looks like the Raiders are going to go back on the power play. Heading to the box is Greenstein. Jameis Greenstein. Face off to the left of Lazo. Raiders trying to find their way onto the board in this one. Just over 30 seconds to go in the period, so Raiders need to get this thing moving. Nashawati on the near side getting ahead of steam. Sealed off there. Yeah, big hit by McGrath, getting Nashawati too. Balzerini can't get by his man. Good job by the BVT defense standing up the Raiders in the neutral zone, forcing a turnover here, sent back to center ice. And the Raiders aren't really going to get an opportunity here. Smith with 3 seconds dances through a man, but quickly taken back by the Beavers, and that's going to wrap up 2 periods of play here from Hopedale. 2-0 your score, thanks to a last-minute goal from BVT. We'll be back with third period action just after this here on Milford TV. And welcome back to Hopedale for this third period between the Raiders and the Beavers. And this presentation of Milford High School Athletics brought to you by the Rail Trail Flatbread Company. Also being sponsored by Rancho Biopharma. At our Milford site, we offer full-service solutions along the entire biopharmaceutical value chain for large-scale clinical and commercial CGMP manufacturing. And we're also being sponsored by Unibank. Of course, Unibank located at the Shaw's Plaza, 91 Prospect Street. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude. Raiders on the power play here. Puck just floats off a Nashawati's stick right into the opening and cleared by BVT. Raiders trying to get back in this game, but unable to beat Finn Lazo to this point. McGrath, a blind backhand pass, intercepted and dumped back in by Greenstein. Smith loses control of the puck. Blocks the clearing attempt though. Sent back down by the Raiders. Valenza loses it. Now Smith keeps it at the blue line for the Raiders. Smith, quick throw in, goes off a body and goes wide. Now in the corner. Sanger attempt tied up with was McGrath. Good defense by the Beavers. They've played well so far tonight. Now Jameis Greenstein. Across the ice, scores on the one-timer. Oh, beauty of a play there. The penalty expires. And it's Drew Shanahan tallying the third goal of the night. He joins his teammates Jacob McDonald as well as Charlie Yeagan as the goal scorers tonight. Tic-tac-toe play there. Started by Greenstein. Hit his man in the middle, who transitioned it right over to the far side, where Shanahan was waiting to blast that one home past Latondra. There's a shot and a save off the stick of Falconer. Far side kept in by Corbin. McDonald taken back by Falconer. Falconer trying to center it. Players bunching up on the near far side of the net. And transitioned out by the Beavers. Here's Shanahan trying to beat his man down the side. Draws a penalty. Shanahan toward the net. Stopped by Latondra. So face-off in the offensive zone for the Beavers. Valenza, or rather check that, Kraus unable to win it. So the Beavers recollect in their defensive zone. Puck chipped down, goes to Pilkington. And there's a penalty for the Raiders. So now a man advantage for the Beavers, really looking to put this one out of reach. Far side is Pilkington. Pilkington cross ice. Now back to the defense. Shot on and a goal! Through traffic, Benjamin Valenza. And that just might do it tonight, as the Hopedale crowd, or I should say the Milford Hopedale crowd, is stunned. A 4-3 victory on December 29th, and just a couple short weeks later, what looks like a mismatch. BVT crowd really giving it to the Milford and Hopedale supporters. Lazo, quick up ice to Shanahan. Shanahan trying to find Gagan. Dumped in now by Shanahan. Puck on the near side wall. BVT battling for it. Shot right into the glove. Handled by Latondra. Off the stick of Jake Greenstein. So what was just a 2-0 game going into this final period, it's now shifted into double the lead for the Beavers. A 4-0 advantage, as they have been buzzing on the puck all night. Carried up the far wing by the Raiders, thrown on, handled by Lazo. Now behind the net and around. Kept in by Paquette, but only for a moment. Taken back now by Gagan. Gagan dumps it in behind Latondra. Puck squirts actually to the front, so Latondra forced to stick back to the corner. Paquette battling now, down to a knee, back up on his skates. A big hit in the corner there, standing over his man tied up is Balzerini. Play is whistled dead here. We're gonna see what the call is. It might get both. Balzerini can't believe it. He's saying he's just trying to move out of the way, being held. So he heads to the box. And it turns out he's actually the only one going. So another power play here for the Beavers. Greenstein can't collect the puck as it bounces up. Another bouncing puck, not able to be handled. Taken back by the defense. Whistled back into the zone and immediately sent back down the ice by the Raiders. Pilkington behind his own net. Ashwadi in on the forecheck. Valenza back over to Pilkington. Pilkington squeaks by his man, tries to dance through Garvin. Can't get by him though. Kraus to the point for Valenza. Valenza looking for a lane, takes a shot. And right into the glove of Latondra. Valenza off the face-off to the near side wall. Kraus now across. Shot goes high by Greenstein. Kraus again back with the puck. Valenza. Greenstein a shot, the one-timer. That one gets blocked down. Greenstein again on the half wall. Over to Valenza. Valenza pivots back over. Kraus back to Greenstein. A shot goes off a skate. Kraus goes cross ice to collect this puck. Delivers it back. Shot on off the side of the net now on the rebound. Picked up by Kraus. To Valenza. Valenza fakes the shot, goes to Kraus. Kraus wires one way wide on the near side. Pilkington. Pilkington with the puck now. Cross ice to Kraus. Kraus leaves it for Valenza. Valenza, a shot goes off the stick. Collected again by BVT behind the net. Their own free will. Shot and a goal. There's another one. High on the blocker side. It's Greenstein. Or rather, Pilkington checked that. Maximus Pilkington makes it 5-0. And a large swath, if not all, of the Milford Hopedale student section has just left the building. Off the face-off here, another whistle. And we're going to have another call, looks like, against the Raiders. Already trailing 5-0. Holding call, sending Falconer to the box. Falconer without a stick even, and now being returned to him by his teammate, Nathan Whiteman. Boy, that is one of the quicker exits from a building that I think I've ever seen from a fan base. Paquette wraps it around the boards, trying to get it out. Kept alive, though. Looks like a second unit for BVT on the ice now. Jake Greenstein at the point. Puck in the slot, bouncing around. Picked up by Richards. Sent around the boards, kept in by Greenstein. Greenstein has McDonald at the point with him. Elects to shoot. Goes off a body. Rebound. Blocked by Paquette. Off the stick of Trey Brodeur. .7:39 to go here in this one. What was a slow build over the first couple periods has really boiled over here in the third period. The BVT offense exploding for 3 goals. Carried on the far side into the zone by Kraus. Good muscle there. Jack Floyd plays it back. D to D. McDonald sees it go off his stick. Collected by the Raiders. Sent out, picked up by Balzerini. One-on-one here. Balzerini now 1-on-3. Sean McDonald able to direct the puck back to his teammate. Now across ice. Garvin just plays it right out of the zone. And Richard now dumped in by Bailey. Quick turnaround shot there. Goes off a body. Sean McDonald trying to find the twine there. Another shot goes wide. Pushed along the near side and out of the zone by the Raiders. And what should be an icing. But they will let it go. Actually, that would be the end of the penalty, so no icing, obviously. Icing waved off here. Paquette up the boards, kept in by Kraus. Puck in the corner. Bailey pushes it back to his defensive partner. It's Ben Swayze. Now D behind the net. Wound up up the boards. Kraus has Pilkington with him. Kraus loses the puck, but kept in by Swayze. Balzerini, pass Kraus. Lexington trying to go on the outside again, slips by another man. Balzerini in for a shot. Turned aside by Lazo. Just over 5 minutes to go now. Played back to the defense. Now up to Shanahan. Now side of the net, another shot, roof job. Ethan Lamoureux collecting the loose puck, depositing it over the blocker. And now a 6-0 lead. And that's really all she wrote, folks. Six different goal scorers powering the offense tonight for BVT. So the dynamic of this one feeling much different. 10 minutes of gameplay later. Oh, it's a 2-0 lead for the Beavers. Exploded now into a 6-0 advantage as they look to just protect the shutout for their goaltender, Finn Lazo. Battle along the far side boards on the half wall. Spun out by Richard, now recollected by Noah Smith. Smith dumps it in, collected with the glove by Lazo. He likes to hang on. So a face-off to come to the right in his defensive zone. Check that face-off, looks like it'll be to the left. Off the face-off, Nashwati unable to win it. Defense plays it around the boards. Off the stick of Lazo, redirected to the defense. Now, Lamoureux, the latest goal scorer in the zone. Picked up by Nashwati at center ice. Nashwati trying to get away from back checkers. Loses control on the pass. And just softly dumped out. Where will be collected by Jackson Osborne. Osborne hard off the boards. Taken back by Greenstein though. Paquette to McGrath. McGrath Able to chip it out, but taken right back by the Beavers. Greenstein dumps it in, no icing here, collected by Latondra, stopped. Osborne winds it around even further. McGrath picks it up. We'll check that Balzerini. Balzerini lost control of the puck, 2-on-2. Good stick there by the defense, and BVT will retreat to their defensive zone. Trying to quickly wind it right back up though. Van Richard deep into the zone, Vance Garvin to get the puck. Now McDonald on the near side throws toward the net. That one goes wide. Nate Lucy trying to keep it in, can't. And it might be a chance for the Raiders. Far side though, tough angle, trying to center, goes off a body. Clock now under 3 minutes to go in the game. 6-0 your score in favor of the BVT Beavers. Up ice, taken back by Garvin. Garvin collects, turns it over though. Trying to dance through with Sean McDonald. And a whistle here. With just over 2 minutes to go in the game. Off the face-off just outside of the Raiders zone. Now dumped in on Latondra, goes off the blocker to the far side corner. Richards sticks it further up the wall, not out. Dumped in and around the net. And back out of the zone. Icing call here. Play will reset back in the Raider end with 1:51 to go. McDonald at the point here with the puck. Quick rip off the pad on the far side post, but collected by the Raiders. Chipped up but not out. Now back to the defense. Off the stick, turned over. Thrown toward the net. But Paquette had it. Now Paquette trying to hound the man with the puck. That was number 5, Trey Brodeur. Far side of the ice now with it. Twisting is Nate Lucy. Now to the near side, taking a hit. On the near post, collected by BVT, under a minute to go now. Center attempt just missed a man out front. Trying to find Jack Plord. And another puck going out of play. After this game tonight, Hopedale-Milford will look to this weekend, Saturday, as a matter of fact, at 4 p.m. as they travel up to North Middlesex. Meanwhile, for BVT, they'll also be busy on Saturday at 6:10 p.m. as they travel to East Longmeadow High School. That puck's screaming just over the BVT bench. Off the draw, Raiders still trying to just maybe salvage a goal here, but puck squirts loose for BVT. Now they're on the attack. Double up on the far side wall. Good check there from the defense. Richard able to get it in deep, but swallowed up by the BVT defense, and that's going to do it. A 6-0 shutout in what was technically a road game, but we all know was anything but tonight, as Blackstone Valley team mobs their goaltender, Finn Lazo. A solid shutout tonight. Again, 6 different goal scorers powering the BVT offense. Just a 2-0 lead after 2, but the offense exploded here in the third period and really put this one out of reach in a hurry as the two teams meet at center ice for handshakes. That's going to wrap things up for tonight. Big thank you to Jack Osier for running the camera tonight. I'm Patrick Garapi for Milford TV Sports. We thank you again for joining in. Their final score one final time, 6-0 in favor of BVT over the Hopedale-Milford Raiders. We'll see you at our next broadcast Friday night as the Milford boys basketball team takes on Canton at home. So do tune in for that one. We hope to see you there. And until the next time, this has been Patrick Garapi one last time signing off. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.